So, most of your books that you've written are adult drama. What inspired you to go to young adult science fiction?
Probably the boy that's still in me. I'm a huge comic book fan. Growing up, I loved The Beast, I loved Iron Man, I loved Spider-Man, and Fantastic Four. I mean, and they all came out with movies, and I was so excited to see them. So I wrote a book, one of my adult fiction books, called The Gift, and in the book, the character, little boy, has a power to heal people. I had so much fun writing the book. I thought, I'm going to do this. I'm going to write a superhero book someday. And that turned out to be Michael Vey, and it's doing so well, so I'm glad I did.
Yeah. And so the first book, I understand you had some issues with publishing?
My publisher wasn't that excited about it. I don't think they thought it would sell, and so we shopped around, and Glenn Beck, the radio show host, he got a copy. His office got a copy of my book. His agent gave it to a 13-year-old boy across the street. Said, "Get back to me in a week when you finish this story." He ended up coming back the next day. He stayed up all night reading the book. He said, "This is the best book I've ever read." At that point, it's like, we've got to look into this, and it just it spread through the office really fast. Glenn called. He goes, "I want this book." Brought it out. Bookstores weren't real excited about it until we got it out there. It hit #1 on the New York Times bestseller list the first week. It was in its 6th printing by the 2nd day.
Really? Yeah. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Yeah, it was a great start. It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, no kidding. So, now you mentioned a little bit ago that you're excited to see a lot of the comic book heroes turn into movies. Are we going to see a movie with Michael Vey?
We're hoping. We've had 7 movie inquiries so far.
Yeah.
Talked to pretty major players in the game. We're not in a rush to do it. We don't want to just option something off that can be shelved. We think the books and properties are going to be very big, so we're going to let it grow, and then hopefully at the right time, it will happen. But people who read the book say this is clearly a movie. It feels like a movie,
it does.
And you can see it in your mind. So.
Yeah, definitely. And that's when I read it. That's how it seemed to me. It was like, this is like screaming to be a movie.
The second book even more so.
Yeah. So, what is the future of Michael Vey? Is it? I understand that it's maybe 5, 6,
7 book series like Harry Potter.
Nice.
And when I started, I don't have the entire arc. I have an idea of what it is, but my books are always faith, so one at a time. I love series. I love I wrote my first series, an adult series called The Walk. Everywhere I go in the country, people are just coming. They're following this man walking across America. And it's not just America, it's in Poland and Europe, and people are following this guy. It's fun to have a series where people are just all together following what's happening. So to do this for 7 years, as long as the book can keep growing and people are reading it, then we're going to have a good time.
Good. Well, I don't know, is there anything else you'd like to mention? I mean, about books or going forward with what you're doing?
Yeah, Michael Vey is gratifying on several levels. One, it's getting kids to read who don't read. It's appealing to not just kids, it's appealing to adults. In fact, even more adults than kids are reading it right now. And third, for kids with disabilities, it's making a difference in their lives. I have Tourette syndrome, my son has Tourette syndrome, and so does Michael Vey, and the main character in the book. I'm having kids with autism and Tourette syndrome that are saying that the book is making their lives easier in school. I had one parent tell me that her son came in and he goes, "Mom, I can be what I want to be," after reading the book, and she cried. She just cried when she heard that. I love that. Michael Vey's a metaphor. The electricity that he has in his body, which makes him special, is a metaphor of the power each of us has. It's different in every person, and so it's a matter of finding what that power is and developing it and making the world a better place through it.
Great. Well, I appreciate the interview, and I wish you luck.
Great.
I think they're going to be great books. So.
Thank you.